Hey everybody, hey, welcome back for today. As you can see, I got some new wheels and tires on my chassis here. And there's some Raceline wheels. They're not overly expensive, they're pretty decent. And I got some Maxxis tires on it. They're 35, 11, 50, 17s. And they look pretty good. The rest of it's coming along alright too, you know. Just taking some time, but what are you going to do? But today I'm going to focus on trying to get the motor put back in this chassis, because I think it's time I can put it in now. I mean, there's a lot more to go on it, but I think I'm at the point now where I can get the motor set in it and go from there. So I'm going to put the motor in as a whole one-piece again, motor, tranny, transfer case, just like it came out. And as soon as I get it all mounted in, I'm going to get the transmission, take the automatic transmission off it, and get ready to put the 6-speed G56 into it. So it's going to go in as one piece, and I'm going to take it out. I think it'll just be easier to take the transmission out when it's in the frame rather than sit on the floor. So I'm going to go and try that. So let me get ready. All right, so I'm going to move the whole chassis over like this. I think it might be easier with the forklift to get in here. So I got it on these Harbor Freight dollies here. So it makes it easier to roll. So let me see if I get this over here. So it actually rolls pretty decent, you know. Have a tight fit, I think we'll make it. All right, let's push it back a little further. I think I'll pull it back easier. More control over it. About there would be okay. Just straighten it up a little bit. Yeah, that might work out pretty good. I hope it goes in like the last one did. That'll be good for that. And I gotta get a strap to take it down, take some of the weight off here so it balances out right. So I'm gonna put a strap around this. Keep that from flopping over. So 1 second. Alright, so I got a strap on the end here. Chain up there. I think we're good to go. Yeah, just lift up and see how it goes. Alright, so that's not bad, I guess, you know. What I'm not sure I'm going to do, I bought new motor mounts for it, but I don't know if I'm going to change them or not. I'm going to take one off, see how it looks. If they look like they're dry rot or something, I'll change them, but they're really not that bad looking, even for the age of the truck, you know. The new ones I bought are nice, but they're not as nice as these. So, let me get this up in the air a little more and we'll just check out those motor mounts. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I mean, I put new ones on or I leave these the way they are. These really aren't that bad. They're not dry rotted. They're not anything. And they actually look better than the ones that I bought. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just keep them in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them in there because there's nothing wrong with them. There really isn't. It makes no sense to change all these things. All right, see if we can slide into the frame rails. Alright, so let's see here. I really can't twist this thing very much, but I could move this thing. Move that to make it fit. Alright, let me adjust this a little bit so I can get a little more angle on it, because right now I'm hitting the back of my new cab, so I'm going to pull it all forward a little bit and over a little bit. So I really can't turn the motor because the chains and the strap around it won't let me to really turn it freely. It'll go right back to where it was, so hang on 1 minute. Alright, so I think I've got it in a better spot here, so let's let this down a little bit. See how she goes. Just hang on 1 second here. Actually looking pretty decent. Down a little more. Yeah, it's not bad. So I just got to lift it back up a little bit and push the frame over a little bit more this way because I'm about this far off. decent, I think. Give you a little shot of what I'm doing here. That's the motor mount right next to the starter right there. So see if we can get it into the right spot. Alright, so I think it's pretty good. Put down a little more. Man, if that went in, I can't believe it went in, and I think it did. Wow, that went maybe easier than I thought it would. I need to go down a little more. See how it looks on the other side here. She's in. I can't believe it. It's actually in. Wow, that was way too easy. Something's gotta go wrong. That was way too easy. As you can see, hang on 1 second here. Oh, here we go. So, motor mount, that's where it goes right there. Right there. So there's really not much really holding that thing in. I really probably should have taken these off and sandblasted and painted them, but got to draw the line somewhere, you know? So that's all in right there, and it looks pretty good. The other side looks just like that. So I'm going to tighten these bolts down, and I'll probably put a strap around here to strap this up for now, and then we can pull the forklift back out. All right, let me get started. All right, so I got the motor mounts back in, and for now I put the cross member back in, the transmission mount, whatever you want to call it. That's the cross member there. But anyways, I put that back in for now. I just got to put 2 more bolts on this side, just so I can put a block under here, so I can take the pressure off this, just so I get the forklift out of here. Then we'll start taking apart the transmission and that, and getting that out of the way. So I think this might make it loose. I was going to put a strap on it between the frame, but I think this might be a little bit better, a little stronger, I think, anyway. I'm just going to hand tighten them because I don't have to go sock them down just yet. Alright, so that's that. That's both sides. Let me find a piece of wood to go under here, then we'll let it down, and I think we'll be good for a little while. Alright, so I got just a small wood block under here. Let the tension off everything, and see how it goes. I think everything's alright. Just you know, I can't remember where everything really was on this when I took it out, but I think it's alright. Let's just set this up a little bit better here. Pull it back a little bit. Alright. Alright, let's try that. Alright, put it down. So it looks pretty decent. Yeah, I snugged up the bolts on the motor mounts. I didn't torque them down to the right specs yet, but just snug enough to get them in there. And I think that's about all I need for right now, because I gotta take all this off yet. So, but at least we got this far today. It didn't take that long. All right, give me 1 minute. I'll get this forklift out of the way. All right, so that's good. Let me pull this thing out. Get a better look at it. All right, next up. Well, I guess that's it for now. The motor, it's in. You know, not torqued down, anything like that. So I got a lot to do. I mean, there's a lot to clean up on the motor, but how far do I want to bring it to? How far do I want to go with it? You know, I mean, I know I did a lot of work to the frame and all that, but I mean, I don't know if I want to go down the road of taking all these pieces off this motor and repainting it. I'm gonna clean it up the best I can and paint some of the parts over again, but I'm not gonna go crazy trying to clean this thing up too much, you know? You're not gonna see a lot of it anyway. So that's it for now. I think during a week or so, I'm gonna drain the transmission fluid out. Transfer case too, I gotta get that off. I'm gonna take the transfer case off first and work my way up to get the automatic out. And I guess I gotta figure what to do with these lines here, because there's some cooling lines that I do need, because this does come off through the motor into here, but this one here just comes out. That's just a transmission cooler line. And you know, these are transmission cooler lines here also. There's one here and one here. I really don't need any of that stuff with the manual swap that's gonna go in it. So I gotta look on YouTube. I know there's a bunch of guys that did this already, so I'm gonna see if they capped these off or what they did with the lines. I'm not sure. I know some of them just kept them in there, but I don't know. If I got the chance to take them off clean and cap it, I think I'd rather do that, you know? But yeah, hey, a little bit here, a little bit there. Eventually get this thing done. So that's it for now. And just got one more thing to do. Let me show you real quick here. Hang on 1 second. All right, so this is the G56 swap that I'm gonna put into it. So I bought this out of a salvage yard in Florida, I think it was. It came out of an 06 truck the same year, so I think that's one good thing about it. The only thing bad about it is the transmission has, I think, 330,000 miles on it. So I'm gonna send this thing out to a place called Super Stick Transmissions. They're in Texas, or they were in Texas. I know I talked to the woman down there, and they are moving to Tennessee. So I'm gonna send this down there. They're gonna go through it and replace any worn out items. And I think that's the best thing to do. You know, have someone go over it that knows what they're doing, and then put it back in. Not have to worry about anything for the rest of my life. So, all right, that's it for now, guys. I'll talk to you later.